Welcome guys to ignitevst.com, and in this video we want to talk about the brand new version 1.5 of Heat-Up Workstation. Here it is, and it looks sick as fuck, for real. This is crazy. The amount of detail, the level of detail the designer has put into it is crazy. I mean, you can even see the lights of the switches reflecting inside the knobs, and if you switch the knobs, you see it changes, and this is stupid. This is crazy, real. We have more visual feedback in this GUI. Now you see what filter type you have selected by going through the filter. We have more visual feedback in the menu bar. You see what you have selected, where you're at. This is dope. And another feature we have, in the version we had before, we had this stupid knob up here to change the skins. Now we have brought in this load skin knob, and if you click it, a list pops up. It tells you what skins are available, and you can easily go through them. And if you like a skin and say, I like this one, I want to go with this one, click save, boom, and now every time you open up the VST, it will open up with this skin you have saved, right? Makes sense. Another feature we have added here is the expansion pack feature, the expansion pack list, better said. So this list tells you, for one, if you have installed an expansion pack, and for two, what expansion pack you have installed. So this here is the factory library of Heat-Up Workstation. This will always be in here. And right now we have no other expansion installed, right? So let me go with this one, save skin or whatever. Open up a new project. I'll show you real quick how this works. So what I want to do now is I will install the 808 Massacre expansion pack for Heat-Up Workstation. Runs really fast. Boom, we are done. Okay, now let me reopen my VST. You see it? I've changed the white skin, and now it opens up with the white skin because I've changed it before. Okay, let us go with the black skin or the camo skin. And now you see the 808 Massacre expansion pack has been installed. The VST detects it, and yeah, there we go. We have an additional instrument category here, the 808 Massacre category up here. And boom, there are the sounds. I'm running with my speakers now. I'm not recording through the system. Yeah, but that's it. There it is. The expansion pack has been installed. Another thing, another thing I want to talk about is the CPU, the amount of used CPU power. So this version of Heat Up Workstation uses way less CPU than the version we had before, up to 40%. And this is a huge improvement, this is an important improvement, and we are glad we could fix that. Yeah, this is an awesome improvement, but I will show it to you later in this video. I will show you a beat we've created. It's not a good beat, it's just created test-wise to show you the difference between the version we had before and the version we have now. You can in FL Studio you can see the used CPU power up here. A lot of guys think this is a CPU of their CPU on the main board, but believe me, it's not. This is the CPU of your sound card. Let's say this amount is somewhere at 60%. This does not mean that the CPU of your computer runs at 60%. It runs maybe at 15 or at 10%. This is the CPU of your sound card. And if you are working with an onboard sound card and switch between the onboard sound card and an audio interface, you will see already a huge improvement, because external audio devices, I'm using a Steinberg UR22, a really dope ass audio interface. It's little, it looks good, it is cheap, it costs around $100. It's an USB audio interface, but it does a great job. I mean, it improves my CPU amount inside the music host. Awesome, this is crazy. If you want to invest in music production, go and get an audio interface. This is always way better than working with an onboard sound card. You have low latency, you have your low latency drivers. You can see it here, the latency right now is at 12 milliseconds. If I change to my onboard sound card, look at this, 186 milliseconds. You can't play a MIDI keyboard with 186 milliseconds latency. This is crap. And if you bring down the buffer size, the latency goes down, but believe me, it starts crackling a lot. You see it, it has underruns. Right now, I did not, it has underruns. This is, go and get an audio interface. It's not that cost intense. Okay, so another thing I want to tell you is the video for the CPU performance test. I don't want record with the screen recording software, because right now I'm running FL Studio, I'm running Audacity to record my voice, I'm running a screen recording software and stuff like that, and all those softwares running would influence the CPU performance. But I will show you the exact performance of the improvement, and to make this I have to shut down all the software, grab my iPhone, and then I will record the screen with the iPhone. I hope you're good with that. Okay, right now I want to show you the performance videos. I will record it with my iPhone, and hopefully I can cut it in here or whatever. And one thing I want to tell you, this PC I'm recording the video now, this is not a heavy PC. This is a really cheap PC. I'm using this PC because when customers hit us up and tell us, yeah, it's crackling, it doesn't run good, I mean, I have to test it, and to test it I need a low PC, a low quality PC. This PC overall costs $300. This is really cheap crap. This PC is the processor is not good. It doesn't has much RAM. It has I think 4 GB of RAM or whatever. This is not much, and yeah, the only thing is the Steinberg UR22 audio interface I'm using. So the most music producers I know, they have badass computers. They have badass CPUs. They have a crazy amount of RAM, like 32 gigabyte or whatever. Because for music producers, having RAM is very important. It's like the gamers are, it's all about the graphics card. But for music producers, it's all about the RAM. You need a lot of RAM. Okay, so now I will show you the video. I've talked a lot about this, and stay tuned for more. Watch the video and check out what we have there. Okay, see you soon. As promised, guys, here is a test beat I've created with running on the old engine, and let's see what our CPU does, right? As you could see, the CPU, the amount of used CPU was something around 45 percent, an average of 45, I would say. And now let's test this with the new engine of Heat-Up Workstation. Okay guys, this is the same beat, but with the new engine of Heat-Up Workstation. You can see it here, and let's see what this does with the CPU. Somewhere around 25 and 30, I would say an average of 27, 28, something around this. This is like 40% better. Okay, and another thing I want to show you, look at the amount of used memory. It is at 2.7 gigabyte right now. And what I want to do now is, now I will use the Mo Power version. Okay, FL Studio is loading up. It's loading up the same beat with the Mo Power version of Heat-Up Workstation. And as you could see, there's no big difference in the CPU, in the used CPU. It's also somewhere around 23 percent, but the memory, it now says 1.6 gigabyte. Before, with the HD version of Heat-Up Workstation, it was 2.7 gigabyte. Okay, so if you are on a laptop and don't have a supercomputer or whatever, and don't have that much memory, this version is perfect for you. And also look how many instances of the VST I've opened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can open, I don't know, I can open way more. And some people are telling us, that is much used CPU power, 20% for 7 instances. I mean, are you crazy? Let me show you. Let me show you a contact preset bank. What only one contact preset bank does to my CPU. I will record it right now. Yeah, so guys, as promised, now I want to show you the difference between Heat-Up Workstation and other software, because I've seen some people in the internet or whatever that wanted to tell me that running 7 to 10 instances of Heat-Up Workstation by using 30 or 40% of memory is a lot. So now I want to show you what is a lot of CPU use compared to other people's software. This is a contact bank, and I will blur this out because I don't want to hurt anybody's business or whatever. But this contact bank is, I don't know. Just look, I have one instrument open, nothing else, right? One contact bank. So now I want to play something. Okay, it's running at 30%. Let me record this real quick. Okay, now let me bring in another instrument, maybe a pad or whatever. Clone this one, bring in a pad. So, you see that? I'm running 2 instances of contact with this bank, and my CPU is at 61%. 64% CPU usage for 2 instances of this contact bank. 2 more and my PC crashes. Believe me, I've tested that. And this is the reason I'm using the this low quality PC, because I wanted to show you really the difference between Heat-Up Workstation and other software. I mean, this issue that these presets are using that much CPU power, this is not an issue of contact. I don't want to say contact is not good. Contact is good, but the script for this preset bank is written horribly bad, and every script of this company is written horribly bad, and these guys have like, I don't know, 50 or 60 sound in their contact bank, and they want $150 for it. This is a joke to me. It goes a bit up and down. Sometimes it's at 25%, sometimes at 33%, but let's say an average of 30% for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 instances of Heat Up Workstation. And I can tell you this, I'm now recording with my screen recording software, Audacity, and having Fruity Loops running and stuff like that. And with my if all the software is closed and so on, it runs way better. I think the speed runs with 24% or whatever CPU usage. I mean, do you still want to tell me Heat Up Workstation doesn't run good? Come on. Okay, guys, so for those who have a problem running quality VSTs on their system, there are 2 things I want to tell you. If you are serious about music production and want to make good beats with good instruments and sell your beats and whatever, for one, get an audio interface. It doesn't have to be an UAD interface for $2,000. $100 or $200 solution can also be good. And for 2, look out for RAM. You need some RAM for your computer. RAM doesn't cost a lot, but if you have those 2 things, a good audio interface and RAM, like 8 or 16 gigabyte, then there's nothing you have to be scared of. You can run like 100 of Heat Up Workstation. I mean, you have seen it, like 10 instances. I can open them up like popcorn on this system. And okay, guys, so talked enough. So yeah, have a nice day.